This is the final week of the Salvation Army of Northwest Arkansas's Red Kettle Campaign. We've got Nick here with us, Major Nick Garrison, here with one final push to raise awareness about the organization. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's a joy to be here this morning.
Yeah. Tell us again about the Red Kettle Campaign and who it supports.
So our Red Kettle Campaign is the Salvation Army's largest fundraiser we do throughout the entire year to support all the needs throughout the community. So what's raised in these red kettles will not just supply Christmas needs, but it'll also go to supply a warm place to live, food on the table, utility bills paid, and a warm coat for people. So it's a very important fundraiser that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And when does it end?
So that actually ends Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And so unfortunately, our kettles have not been as full as normal. We have been down this year, and now with this extreme winter weather, we're not going to be able to put people out the next few days.
Right.
We don't want to endanger anybody's lives. We don't want to put people at risk. And so, unfortunately, that means they might even be lower at the end of this season.
Yeah, okay. Well, what can we do to help with that?
So you won't be seeing bell ringers out the next couple days.
Okay.
As I mentioned, you won't be able to pass them in the stores because we want to keep people safe. But we have set up an online Red Kettle that people can give to. So even from your own couch, even from your recliner this morning, you can give at nwaredkettle.com. And go onto that website, and we'll be happy to accept your donations there. Maybe without being out and getting Starbucks this morning, maybe you can donate instead and help people in need.
That's a great idea.
Major Garrison, is this holiday time, is this the only time that we'll see red kettles out, or are there just times throughout the year that people can volunteer in order to ring the bell?
So the red kettle and bell ringing only takes place during the Christmas season. It is synonymous with Christmas. It's kind of become one and the same with Christmas across America. But we do other fundraisers throughout the year and other opportunities to give. And you can always give online to the Salvation Army too.
Okay, that's good to know as well, because my next question was, after the campaign ends, what are some other ways that people can continue to support Salvation Army just year round?
Right, year round, you can always give online at give.salvationarmy.org. And help us that way. But also, we're always looking for volunteers too, people to help serve a meal in our soup kitchen, people to help collect the donations at our thrift stores and sort through those to help others in need as we resell those items. So there's always opportunities to give back through volunteering.
Yeah, you know, speaking of the Salvation Army, when I think of Salvation Army, I think of a couple things. One, thrift stores, and two, I think of the Red Kettle. But it's so much more than that, right? If there's something out there maybe that people don't really identify with Salvation Army, what would you say that is, and how can we push that to the forefront?
What's very interesting is those two things you mentioned is what we're known for the most, the bell ringing and the thrift stores, and that's really just the way we're collecting funds to serve our community. And so the Salvation Army does many things year-round, including homeless shelters and transitional housing through our shelter, warm meals that we feed people every evening and every day, food boxes, utilities, and the list goes on and on. And so we need those donations, but we also need to know the community knows what we do so that we can continue to do those things and get support.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about the extreme cold that's coming up. Does Salvation Army have any warming centers open?
We do.
Okay,
we do house people 365 days a year in our shelters, but during this cold weather, during snaps like this where it gets below freezing, we open up our doors to even more people. We'll almost double our capacity at our shelters here in Fayetteville and in Bentonville. The Salvation Army will almost double its capacities and make sure nobody is out in the cold.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, good to know. Major Garrison, thank you so much for stopping by. One final push.
Yes,
go
that's
online, donate to that virtual Red Kettle campaign that is happening.
nwaredkettle.com.
Okay, good to know.
That's right, yes. And here's a reminder that our morning and evening teams, they are having a little friendly fundraising competition benefiting the Salvation Army. Every dollar you raise helps support services and programs here in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. And remember that all your money raised in the community will stay in your community, and it helps people all year long.